It is time.
Hey, how's everybody doing? We are minus Mike tonight here on Galaxy Jams Reacts. Our drummer is taken ill. Not that kind of ill. He just ill for a little while. And so we're just going to decide to do something
Get
different.
well soon, Mike.
Yeah, get well soon, Michael. And we're going to be here just reacting to stuff. But hey, I'm EJ.
I'm Kai.
I'm Nate.
And we're just going to listen to some music and react to it. We got snacks. We're still going to do snacks
React
tonight.
with snacks.
React with snacks. It's a special edition.
Yeah.
And so we got a lot of cool bands we're checking out. Who'd you guys bring tonight to take a listen to?
I listened to Chippy, and I couldn't really hear what the song was all about, but we'll get there later. No, I listened to my picks tonight were kind of all new. One of them was by the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. You ever heard of them?
I have
Just saw
not.
the title. I was like, wow.
The Psychedelic Porn Crumpets.
I'm interested.
So that's a cool name. They're from Australia, and they have a new song called Bubblegum Infinity.
Yeah.
And a couple other songs that go with that single. So we're going to check that out.
Yeah. What about you, EJ? What did you bring?
I got a new song from Vulfpeck, one of my favorites. They're very, very good instrumental type band. They
I
have singing
love
too
Vulfpeck.
sometimes, though.
Yeah, I love them. I've seen
Yeah,
them
they're
live.
great.
They're so good.
And what was the name again of that one?
Vulfpeck.
Vulfpeck.
Imagine Wolf.
But
Pack
with a V.
With a V.
With a V and a U. Vulfpeck.
Vulfpeck.
We're going to be checking. They just dropped something in January, and we're going to be checking that out. Nice. Also, some old Doobie Brothers.
Saw
That's
that.
right. We're going to
That's pretty
reach
cool.
back.
Yeah.
Never heard of them before.
Yeah. Some people haven't, you know.
Yeah, actually, classic rock. Some people aren't
I mean, that
exposed
was
to
a
that.
long time ago, 1981.
And now classic rock is like Pearl Jam and Nirvana. And stuff.
I know, it's depressing. And then Tame Impala, we'll be checking them out.
People keep saying that I'm gonna like Tame Impala.
Yeah, that's why I put them on there for you.
They are
excited.
a great band. Also from Australia, like the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets.
Yeah.
So.
They're also going to be in the area where we do the show. And they're going to be over at the Hampton Coliseum on March 18th.
That's right.
Mike wants to go to that. So
Yeah.
I wish I could go so bad,
What
but
did
you
you-
guys enjoy.
What did you bring, Kai?
So I have one song from a group I just discovered called Siamese, and they do a lot of. They don't have a whole lot of music out, but they have a lot of. It's vocally driven and synth driven, and they have like crazy good animations with literally every video they release, every
Sweet.
song they release. So
And we're going to be watching videos along with these too. So that's a lot of fun. I like
Nice.
these reaction things. So why don't we get into it, huh?
cool. Number one.
This is Galaxy Jams Reacts, and we're going to be checking out Vulfpeck.
Vulfpeck.
They have a new album out, Wolf Vault 005, Wong's Cafe. And let's get into this. This song is Smoke Show.
Sexual.
The sax.
Sexual sax.
I like the hit.
Real quick, I really like the. It sounds like it's old.
Why'd you stop it?
Yeah,
man?
I know. I
God.
was
gotta
really
stop
grooving
talk
to that.
about
That was
it.
No,
awesome.
we got to stop it. Oh my gosh, first of all, I just wanted to say to explain a little bit that it's really compressed, like the sound of it,
Right.
and they're known for their compressor called the Vulfpresser or something. That's how they started. It was a studio. So they know their compression, man. They know how to
Nice.
make stuff real
Wow.
tight and funky and just
Oh, yeah.
it's just hitting you.
It's so funny. I was watching EJ just bounce to the bass line on that.
Oh, yeah.
And the bass line sounded great, and of course the sax like is featured in it. It sounds great.
Yes. I like the catwalk video too. It's like
perfect.
I'm watching like 90s commercials or something.
I can't even see the video.
Some very bold choices.
Oh yeah.
Crack. It's like hitting over the head with a pan or something.
So that saxophone, it's a special guest they have with them, not a normal person for the band.
Is it Eddie?
Eddie Barbash. Eddie
Yeah.
Barbash.
How did you know that?
I knew that because he plays with Corey in the Wong Notes.
Yep, he also does stuff with John Baptiste and The
uh,
Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, he's a very awesome sax player. I like how he's really breathy in this
That's
song.
what I was gonna say.
yeah.
I like the breath texture on it. It's good.
That's different. He can play all sorts of styles on the saxophone, but yeah, the horn section in Corey and the Wong Notes is and kind of like that's tied to Vulfpeck. It's all this big collaborative thing, Vulfpeck. So, and now that Corey Wong he had his big rise to fame, kind of like he just took off. So now I think he's kind of bringing it back to Vulfpeck, and brought Eddie Barbash with him, which is not a bad find.
Not bad at all.
That's something we got to get EJ one of those.
You talking about the outfit or the sax?
The butterfly kimono.
Oh no, that's mine.
Yeah, Kai, you got to get into that. That's so like 80s guitar right there. I love it.
That was such a good seamless switch too.
I like the little.
This part reminds me of like the Cars or something, like where it's like crack, like the crack, whatever that is.
Are those multiple horns or is that a synth with a horn?
It's
Sounds like a
there's a lot of layers happening.
yeah, it seems like it's a synth.
I think
too.
there's horns and a synth in there.
It's got
Or-
great sound to it. I love
I
how
Very full.
just
there's definitely
retro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went full committed on that. It's pretty good.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah, so
That's kind of fun.
I
like
think
that.
it's like a soundtrack to like a cartoon that you want to be in.
right.
I don't know, like that's what I'm getting. I get a lot of it aesthetic things from it in my head when I just close my eyes. It's like you're walking in the park and there's like
Right.
you're in a cartoon world of some kind. I could go on, but
Or it could
Yeah.
be
You
like
know.
a cop show.
yeah, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
show.
It's an
Yeah,
80s
it's
cop show
like
for sure.
it's like a show theme. Vulfpeck always has that kind of quality to
Yeah.
they kind of have done that before. And if
Right.
you're not familiar with them, then this you might be like, they're kind of reinventing, bringing something back. Right. They've actually been doing that. That's kind of their thing, and that's why I like Vulfpeck. It gives you this retro show intro kind of vibe.
I like a lot of their old videos too. They had a lot of like performance videos, like in somebody's bedroom, or it was always stripped down.
They were very DIY.
Amazing. Like,
that's really cool.
That's how they got famous. Is like basically those kind of videos, those performances, and they were very wacky and off the wall, and
very good.
The editing was kind of funny and comedic sometimes.
Right.
And that's how they got their thing. And then Corey Wong split off, and is just an amazing virtuosic guitarist. He has this particular funky style. All that jangly funk sounding stuff in there is him. Mm-hmm. And I think he really brought a lot back to Vulfpeck when they did this album compared to the last one. That's my opinion.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, why don't we just keep getting that nostalgia sound going? So I happened across this video. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Stop. I happened to let me just Rachel. Hey, you're on the chat. Hello, Rachel. Thanks for joining us. Rachel in 1989. If you guys are out there, we're going to be taking a look at that. We can see it.
Thanks for saying hi. And if you guys want to comment on what you think about the music,
please do.
Do that as well.
Yeah, we'll discuss that with you.
Let us know what you think.
Absolutely. So yeah, it was like a couple weeks ago. I was just kind of flopping around the internets, and
you swore you wouldn't say it.
I have to say. I have to say it. I say it all the time. It's like a bad
It's going to be unironic
thing.
after a while.
Yes. I found this video of this 1981 concert happened in Santa Barbara, California. Doobie Brothers, which I've always loved the Doobie Brothers. They got amazing people in there. The band is stock full of like really famous musicians.
Right. What were some Doobie Brothers hits like China Grove?
Yeah, China Grove.
Jesus is Just All Right.
Jesus Just All Right. I mean, What a Fool Believes, this song.
Black Water.
Yeah, Black Water. I mean, just so many. And they kind of had that iteration where it had a different singer, and then they went to Michael McDonald, and he kind of put his spin on it, which he has such an amazing voice. I don't know, you're familiar with Michael McDonald?
No.
This dude's voice is sick.
Didn't Michael McDonald sing with like Chicago too, or am I wrong? Or he sang with somebody else.
It was definitely Doobie Brothers.
He did his own thing.
Solo stuff. And yeah, I mean, he sat in with a lot of people through the thing, and he would kind of join up on tours.
I think he's collaborated with quite a lot of people.
Amazing kind of just a unique voice, but it's something that's just so like welcoming, and the way he does his phrasing and everything. So I think I like it. And this song actually was written by Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins.
Yeah,
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
I didn't even know he writes anything. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Footloose and Danger Zone and Danny's Song and I'm All Right, and all those great Kenny Loggins tunes, including this one. But we'll just go ahead and check.
What's
this
the
out,
song
right?
called, EJ?
What's a Fool Believes? What a Fool Believes.
What a Fool Believes.
Yeah. I was reading upside down. You're watching Galaxy Jams Reacts. Here's the Doobie Brothers. Let's get into it. What a Fool Believes.
I think I recognize this part. Oh yeah. Fierce drumming. Yeah.
All right, I was about to get to the chorus, but I'm going to go ahead and interrupt it. That dude's voice, man.
Dude, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's very.
He puts his all into it.
It's very good texture, and his like runs are clean, which is good because a lot of people like with that sound. A lot of times the runs are really messy. His are like super crisp.
Super crisp, and you got to think about it. In 1981, they didn't have. This is straight up musicianship, man. These guys are sick, and like you're saying, the drums are fierce. That kind of like early cymbals smashed
Mm-hmm.
it us. Yeah, it was just like cool.
He was all over that. I
I
loved it.
I can go back just a second on this one because I want to make sure it gets that lead up into the chorus because it's sick.
He's watching her go. But what a fool believes. He sees the wise man has a power
I know that line.
Those harmonies, yeah.
to reason away.
Yeah, this song sounds so familiar, but it's like not the hit that I know them for. Nothing.
Catches is very memorable.
I love how he goes back to the verse. Man. It's sick.
Yeah, that's a clean cut right up. I thought the guy with the V-neck was gonna do
He was in there jamming, right?
the flying V. Why did I say V-neck?
Now you got this guy.
V-neck, the V-neck.
I was like, I didn't.
And
see
I'm a
dude with
guitarist, and I
V-neck
said
on there.
V-neck. That's terrible. No, I thought the
he's
dude
a
with
really
the
famous
flying V guitar was gonna be shredding, and it was the dude with the, you
Yeah.
know, the hollow body.
That's right. Look at that mustache. I love it. So 80s.
Definitely from the era, yeah.
I love it. And the vest, it's working. That was tight.
His voice is really perfect for this one.
This recording sounds so good too.
Oh, yeah.
There's that signature riff.
Yeah, it
Alright.
just stops it because they go into another song.
Yeah, yeah.
That's-
What's that performance from? What did that say?
It's from the like it just says like 1981 California. I
Oh,
think it's
okay,
like
so-
Santa Barbara or something like
Dang,
that.
that was before I was born.
They have the whole concert.
Killing
You
it.
can look up the whole concert.
Yeah, I like the Doobie Brothers from their hits, but
Right.
like I listen to Steely Dan a lot.
Steely Dan's great. I
And
almost put that
I
on
like
here
that
tonight.
sound, you know. So I never really knew Doobie Brothers went full Steely Dan, you know, because
Right.
that's kind of what that song did for
Yeah.
me. That was full on.
That's who he played. He was with Steely Dan.
he did
sometimes.
sing with
Yes.
Steely Dan a little
Mhm.
bit.
Exactly.
So there you go.
And that wasn't Kenny Loggins.
Oh, he sang.
No.
He sang on
That's-
Peg.
Yeah, he sang on Peg. This is Michael McDonald.
Because they have a very similar style of singing, like the pronunciation of the O's and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Who were you saying?
Kenny Loggins. And
Oh,
that guy.
Kenny Loggins
Yeah,
and
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they wrote the song together.
Yeah,
so
that makes
there you
sense.
go.
They were vibing back then, man. They were putting their all into. They were the most soulful, like, dudes around.
They were killing it too.
Yeah.
Nikki Darling's on the chat on Twitch. It says he sings so clean, clear, smooth, and on pitch. Geez.
Yeah,
Well-
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Well, live.
And
While
live.
playing piano
Live as well.
at like
No
a beach.
auto tune.
Yeah, just perfect.
I loved
Well,
it.
they had to do that in the studios back then. You
Yeah.
know, so they didn't have any crutches to fall back on.
Yeah, no auto tune
Nothing.
on Michael McDonald now. But I don't know. Maybe recently he's been diving into auto tune. Do you think?
I mean, I think everybody would. Why not?
But
Make it easier.
but he's already a natural, amazing singer. That's
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. So
Definitely.
let's go on to the next pick from EJ. What is this?
That's Tame Impala. They got a new
Yeah.
song just released last Friday, actually.
So this is a post release from the Slow Rush, which was their last
Right.
album, right?
Right,
So-
deluxe box set,
They're
Mhm.
they're releasing some stuff that's
Right.
extra.
like B-sides.
Yeah, B-sides.
remixes and stuff
Yep.
like that. And again, they are going to be in our area, actually, where we are.
And Tame Impala is one of those bands that really changed their sound from the first iteration to what you hear now. So,
Oh, yeah.
And I say this because some of the stuff we're reacting to, I think people out there haven't heard before, and this is late in the band's career, and people in here haven't heard before.
Right.
And we're listening to it freshly, some of us. So,
Yeah, you're watching Galaxy Jams Reacts. We're checking out Tame Impala. This one is Slow Rush.
very on brand for Kevin Parker from Tame Impala.
I really like the effects they have on everything.
Yeah,
It's
they
pretty
have,
sweet.
Yeah.
they have that airy wah that's going back and forth, the oscillator.
Yeah, that he's all over that. The vintage equipment. Kevin Parker, very talented producer, and he plays all the instruments on this stuff too.
Wow.
So
Oh, definitely.
That bass line is really cool to walk up on it.
yeah,
I really like
and
that a lot.
and I like the way he treats his vocals. He has this like certain aesthetic that he's been going for a long time, and it works. It's kind of like John Lennon in space. That's what I call
yeah.
it.
That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a slow flange, actually, is what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe even a phaser.
Probably both. Sounds like both.
Yeah.
I like that stutter beat.
Oh, I like this. Comes out a little bit. Oh, that's sweet.
I picture myself listening to this song, just walking down the road on a Saturday afternoon, like, what's going on?
Yeah, like it just gets your pep
Yeah.
in your step,
It's
kind of
kinda-
like gets you going. It's
walking.
very psychedelic though, so you
Yeah,
might
dude.
want to take a couple tabs before you do that.
Well, why else would I be walking down the road on a Saturday afternoon?
Happy saying, hey, I'm freaking out, man. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of feel. Love it.
That whole drum beat is something.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh, I like the way that ended.
Yeah, that's cool.
It ain't ended yet.
It's not over yet.
But yeah, Kyle, you do some of this stuff when we jam.
Yeah, I
It's
love
nice
it.
little piano Foires. whatever you
Sweet.
call it.
Okay.
That was a really good song. I
see-
really enjoyed it.
I see why Mike was saying I would like them because I like them. They were
And
good.
you like them off of a B-side.
Yeah.
You know, that's
It's
cool.
not even one of their
That-
hits, you know?
Like, I think if you dug back, you'd find a lot that you liked by them. If I could talk about Tame Impala, it would take a while, but I'm gonna try to condense it. Like, Kevin Parker is a genius. He started out as a psych rocker. It was more like garage rock, psychedelic rock, but the way that he affected everything was just kind of unique and had this style that transcended into his later iteration, which is like pop forward. Like, that's why it's been taken on. It's on the radio a lot and stuff like that. Is because he changed his production and his songwriting. I think for the better, in my opinion.
Was this newer or older?
This is new.
This is brand new. Well, came out in 2020. It's like they released an album in 2020, and then they have a bunch of B-sides and tracks that didn't make it,
Yeah.
some remixes.
And
stuff.
he went. He had a long break between like a few of his albums, and people were always like, "When's the next Tame Impala album?" It's like one of those bands, you know. Like he doesn't put music out like all the time every year. It's like he waits a good amount of time in between albums, and I don't know. I think he takes his craft very seriously, and I see that I hear that when I listen to it. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We had some people vibing along on the chat with us on that. Rachel Lure on 1989 said, "This is nice. I like it." We like it too. Also, Optimus Prime he said like traveling down the road on a skateboard with some cranny juice. Vibes. That's right.
Instead of Fleetwood Mac Dreams, is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
I got you, brother.
You should check out his Twitch channel. It's pretty cool.
Oh, and also one band that track particularly reminded me of was Pond, which is another Australian psych band that's in that. So if you guys like that, you should check out Pond. Also, just a little shout out, the band Pond, I think, used to be the backing band for Tame Impala Live.
Okay.
So there's like a crossover there. But if you guys really like that, check out more Tame Impala stuff and let us know what we should react to by them.
Awesome. Well, we got snacks coming up still. If you tuned in for the Galaxy Jams, where we play improv jams, we're not doing that tonight because Mike is out sick. He's sicky poo.
Oh,
we've
got
chippy poo.
But we've got Chippy Poo.
Chippy.
We got chippy poop. We got snacks to try. What kind of snacks we got? You're gonna kind of give it.
So these are the chips.
Yeah.
For,
Every Filipino knows what those are.
yeah, these are Airhead gummies.
Airhead gummies.
We got a little dip thing situation.
Fudge stripes.
Fudge stripes.
That
Dip 'em.
sounds like you have a problem.
S'mores.
It's like Dunkaroos.
And a little popcorn from the holidays that I've been meaning to try. Hot cocoa, marshmallow, popcorn,
Kettle corn.
Kettle
I see,
corn.
that's all you.
and I think that's all we're doing for this. We'll see.
If you want to,
Don't mind this other bag.
We'll
back
see how it goes. They like the boom. They like the boom.
We have
chicka
some
pop.
other stuff, but we gotta we can't tell them everything at once.
Yeah, we gotta save.
You know.
the
And
gross
if you
one for
guys
later.
have some rare snacks, someone said I request the rare snacks.
respect
We
the
got
rare
them back in
snacks.
the vault.
I respect the rare snacks.
You
Okay.
thought it was a good selection, Nate. Just
Hey,
give you
I
props.
appreciate that. I am Nate Snacks after all, and if you guys want to check me out on Instagram, it's at Nate Snacks, or go to our YouTube and check out the Nate Snacks Snack Attack section of our YouTube.
What about the Snackaholics? Did you do
I didn't-
Snackaholics? I
No,
love
that was our
Snackaholics.
friend. That was my friend Brad.
Okay, yeah.
And
Was you then.
I was a really early person that got into that group,
Okay, yeah,
and
it's
then
fun.
I like it. It's fun. I post on that group as well. So
Yeah.
Snackaholics Anonymous.
We've
on
definitely got some
Facebook.
weird ones on here already.
Yeah.
So
We should show some of the funny stuff we put up on there.
the maggot cheese one.
Oh
Was,
man.
Oh yeah, when we tasted maggot cheese chips.
I actually took those over to my friend's house the other day, because I had another bag of them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I had another. It came with an extra bag of that one for some reason, and so I took it to his house and I gave him some, and I didn't tell him anything, and he just opened them and ate them and was like, "That's pretty good." And then it took him a second. He was like, Oh, and I feel like that's how you're supposed to eat those is like as a prank, like somebody pranks you, but because he didn't know, and then he read the bag, he was like, "Oh, why would you give this to me?" And then I could smell them across the room.
Yeah, they stink.
They stank.
I think that would be really funny if you had a party and you had a bunch of stuff laid out and a big bowl of those chips, and then. But just like behind it, just the bag, the opened bag sitting there, so people have to see it. I think that'd be
And
great.
give them some gas masks.
That's right. It's stinky.
All right, are we doing some of that now, or are we doing that later?
No, we'll do it later.
Yeah, we're doing it later.
Let's do a couple
So
more songs. We'll do a couple
you're gonna
more
have to
songs.
wait on the snacks, guys. But
Sorry.
we have a few more songs that we're gonna react to, and this one goes out to Mike, who couldn't make it. We couldn't jam tonight because of Mike, but we will jam next week, and you guys can check it out next Tuesday.
Definitely.
Yeah. Kai, you brought something for tonight, right?
Yeah, so a friend of mine, Hunter, she actually turned me on to this song. It's by a band called Siamese, and the song is actually called Summer Nights. And when I heard it every song they make comes with like some crazy animation, and we're gonna be watching that, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. And it really does add a lot to the song. Their biggest song is called The Wolf, and I was debating between that one and this one. Both of them have really cool animations to it. But other than that, I actually don't know that much more about the band. I've just been listening to them just nonstop on.
And how did you say it again? Sorry.
Siamese? Like
Siamese.
Like Siamese twins.
Siamese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
It's Galaxy Jams Reacts, checking out Siamese Summer Nights.
Ooh, right off the bat. Guy's got an interesting voice.
I'm trying to place it.
Yeah. Oh, the drums.
This animation is so cool, but the song's great.
The 808 drum stuff is really
Yeah.
cool in it, man. It's got a great sound. I like how it had that Asian kind of influence in the scales in the beginning, and then it went into more like goth wave or something, I would call it.
You think so?
It's kind of like a synth wave, but darker. Dark synth wave. Goth wave is what I call it.
I want to see what they're going to do with this frog.
Because this is like the kind of music that I imagine like really cool goth people like nodding their head to, like in the club. Like, I don't know.
Nice.
But
Sitting here, I'm waiting all weekend, but he's not by my side. Feeling days and I can't get
and is the girl in the band too?
I don't know. She's not in any of the other songs.
He don't know it, I rarely shout it, I can lie to you. I try to warn him, but sometimes we fall in the dark.
I like that feature with the girl singer.
It's summertime, singing our green in your car, and to a party, and the night that feels alright. But in my life, I never meant to cross no line.
Have you seen this before? Have you seen any of this?
Yeah.
Is the animation style always the same, or does it change?
Yeah, whoever did the animation for this did an awesome job. I love it.
It's perfect.
I think it's the same studio, but they do a whole different project. Next time I'll bring in the Wolf.
They've
It's really
it's definitely quality. And I really like the keyboard sound. That's like it's like that electric guitar sound you've got on the keyboard. And usually, and when you play it, you're like, this is so
Yeah,
ridiculous.
the one song that when you get a keyboard, you're like, I'm never going to use that. Sound.
Yeah, you're like, I'm never gonna use that sound. And then these guys definitely made that sound shine in this song, and I like it.
The guitar that I'm going to be bringing in real soon, the majority of the sounds, they sound like Hunter,
have
who showed
that.
me this. She was like, "This sounds like a midlife crisis guy made this thing." But when you play it with stuff, you can tell that a lot of work went into these sounds. And
Right.
I'm still kind of scared to use them, but I want to start using them because I heard stuff like
I
this.
think it really accents and complements the Asian like pentatonic thing that's happening.
Right.
Ding, 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 ding. You know, that
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Like those sounds together are really doing it for me in there.
But in life, I never meant to cause no harm. Never hurt nobody. Just wanna take this chance to fly.
Oh,
Yep, that's it.
wow.
Yeah, the animation, the production is really good on those videos. I'm gonna have to check out more.
Yeah, we're going to have to check out more from them.
And I also really liked the feature of the female singer on that. I think it added a different aspect to the second side of the song.
Yeah. Have you messed with the gender bender on your voice live?
Yeah.
I have as well, and I'm still trying to tweak it to make it sound like good, but it's like one of the better ones I've used.
Yeah, I don't really use that one so much. I have, but I'd like to experiment with it and hear you do it.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, I don't know if that was an actual woman they brought in or if it was like.
Really?
Because I've
Yeah,
never
because
heard
it
on
sounded like a
anything.
girl that like they just brought on the track, like compared to what his voice sounded like before. But I'd be interested to see that.
I have a pedal that has that gender bender kind of thing on it, but mine always, no matter what I sang, I just end up sounding like a 45-year-old housewife. That's all it sounded like.
I end up sounding like Alvin and the
I kid you
Chipmunks
not.
'cause
I'm gonna.
because
I'll bring it in.
falsetto.
I'm gonna bring it in here so you
Yeah.
can hear it. It's hilarious. Like
You're gonna
you're
sound.
like,
I just want you to say, "I need to speak to your
you're like,
manager." in it.
hi, my name's Karen, and it sounds just like what you'd think it would sound like.
Yeah.
So a couple people really liked it. Oximus Prime said he's going to put that on Spotify now.
Yeah, I'm
Nice,
definitely going to check that out on Spotify.
8-Bit Boba was so happy to see the video again. It was one of their favorite songs.
Thanks, Cassie.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like I think it's a triumph of like that 80s drum sound too, the production on it. When you have the fills that go do 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 do,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
and you just go for that style but do it well. I think that's going to be eaten up by a lot of people.
Very cool. Nate, you brought in something. What are we going to check out next?
We're going to check out the band I talked about before, Psychedelic Porn Crumpets from Australia. I have the best bands and the best band names, okay? No. We listened to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard before, remember?
Yeah.
So this is in kind of I delved into like this realm of Australian psych rock a couple of years back. And I've never been the same since. Like they have such an insane scene out there, and every band is just as good as the other in all these different ways. So I think that Psychedelic Porn Crumpets I found through listening to King Gizzard. It's kind of like Spotify's helped me out somewhere there. They're like, this is, if you like that, you like this. So these guys are on a tear. They've been around for a while, and this is their new single, Bubblegum Infinity, which has a couple other songs tagged onto it on Spotify. So
You're watching Galaxy Jams Reacts. We're going to watch Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, Bubblegum Infinity. Let's get into it.
I'm in need of ideologies, philosophy on life. I've been researching millennia's views, wondering why everyone I read about today went off their rocker, and I thought excellent news. I'll get back to tightening up all of my loose screws. I know I
right, let's stop it
This
here.
is really, really cool.
Yeah.
The video, I'm just going to say the video is cool. I like that camera. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
There's this guy on Instagram that his name's like Francis or Francois that watches trains, and he uses that kind of a camera when the train's going by.
Yeah,
That was the first time I ever saw someone use this camera style.
Right.
And then I saw it was in this video, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, that's really trippy."
Is using a 360 camera, but
It's
turning
like
it,
it's like a
sideways?
GoPro or some
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
a
thing that's
360
like
GoPro.
on a helmet, and it's
Right.
pointing right at
Right.
you with it distorts it.
Radiohead had a
Oh yeah,
they did a
Weird
a-
Fishes or was it? No, it was it's from that album though, In Rainbows.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, I know what you're
starts
talking
with
about.
an I. I can't remember the name of the song right now.
I remember what you're talking about. They used the helmets too.
I like how the beginning of the song
But
started.
yeah, the beginning of the song it's kind of filtered out and kind of like it sounds like it's in a can. Like they like to use a lot of fuzzy distortion in their music, a lot of fuzziness.
I like it.
It gave
So-
that hit like a lot of power when it came in. Though.
Yeah, and a lot of their songs have this really powerful feeling, and they definitely have an aesthetic. So let's check out more.
Finally found your cool. I still haven't got a clue what I'm alive for. I guess all of us are equally bewildered. If you're not, then I don't think you understand at all. I know my head is in the sand. Oh well, I clearly don't comprehend the way I should. We all hide and hide on wheels of pseudo costumes.
Oxen One Music Prime on the chat says it sounds kind of like Ween. I
Yeah,
agree.
I
It
can
has
hear that.
very Ween vibes.
Ween defined the brown sound, but
the
had a
brown
lot of different sounds. Psychedelic porn crumpets. I said porn. The middle of the name is porn. Okay, psychedelic porn crumpets. They do employ a lot of these fuzzy tones, like I
Right.
said before, and it gives the music a DIY kind of thing. But they're doing it so purposefully that it becomes the aesthetic of their music, and I like bands like that. Like the Flaming Lips did a similar thing. Flaming Lips are one of those bands where it's like that. It almost sounds like it was recorded by a rusty robot that which just happened upon the gig. You know?
Right?
I love that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, some of their employments of the psychedelic stuff is kind of like Claypool Lennon Delirium too, which is a project with Les Claypool and Sean Lennon. And there's this huge psychedelic music movement that's still pulsing out there. I love that.
I love it too.
You know what's interesting about that is hearing the fuzziness you were talking about and the blown out like fuzziness, and then hearing like really warm like the heavy guitar hitting. So it's
Yeah.
just like your brain's kind of like, wow, those two things don't usually go together. But that
Yeah,
sounds
and
great.
the guitar is up in this like super octave kind of sound where,
Right.
where it sounds kind of glitchy. And I'm actually going to see them at Shaky Knees in April for the first time.
Where's Shaky Knees?
It's a festival at in Atlanta at
nice.
the Atlanta Central Park.
That'll be fun.
So, and it's got like big names like Green Day is one of
Right.
the headliners. And it's a rock festival. King Gizzard's going to be there. But anyways, I was excited. I hadn't heard this single really yet. I had seen the video like a tiny bit, and I like the way that they've Psychedelic Porn Crumpets have kind of defined their sound, and they're putting out these songs very cohesively. Like if you listen to their music, they have a sound. And I think, is Mike chatting from the other room?
He is.
Mike,
out to
thank
Mike.
you for mentioning Dinosaur Jr.
Yeah.
You're right. It has that fuzzy sound that a lot of bands like Dinosaur Jr. and these alternative bands that I've grown to love have. So
Yeah, I was thinking about there was this band called Dig, and they had the song "I'll Stay High." When they got into that heavy part, it sounded just like that band. That band was like from like 95, 96.
yeah,
or
there's a
something like
'90s quality to that, like punked out garage
That's what
psychedelic thing.
that. That was
You
sweet.
said they sounded like Ween. I've
Yeah,
never
Ween
heard-
was in the
I've never heard
'90s
of them.
too. We should do some reactions to Ween with Kai because I'm sure
If you
EJ
listen
and
to
I
love Ween.
have listened to Ween.
Oh,
We're big Ween fans. I love Ween.
they're so weird.
So
The
yeah.
thing I like most about Ween is that they just flip any kind of music style whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Like you don't know what their album's going to sound like. You don't know what the next song is going to sound like.
yeah,
That's like their thing, though. That's like what
They
you
don't.
know.
They
They're-
make up
they're very
how things sound. Like
they're unpredictable. It's almost like anti-music in a way.
It is, it is.
Where they took music and created what they're trying to flip your perspective on what music can be.
right.
And they were in the '90s kind of employing these like fuzzy structures, these like really weird, wacky sounding vocals,
Yeah.
and all this stuff that I think influenced a lot of wacky artists later.
Yeah, the first song they ever came out with, I told her, was "Push the Little Daisies." That was their big first hit that they ever had.
They have an album in every genre.
They do have an album in every genre.
So we're talking about Ween, but kind of piggybacking off of the psychedelic porn crumpets.
yeah,
Hit
they
it
have
again.
The porn.
the porn.
Dude, it's so ballsy to put a word like that into your name. I love
Yeah.
that. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta really respect a band that does that, I think.
Do we think it's time for snacks?
Yes, it's time for snacks.
It's a Nate snack attack.
Candy.
It's a Nate snack attack.
Tasty.
It's a Nate snack attack. My tummy hurts.
Oh no.
It's a Nate snack attack.
I feel like that thing never ends. It's crazy.
Never gets
I
old.
guess I gotta move my camera a little bit. Okay, here we go, guys. Chippy. Chippy.
Okay.
There's my Chippy.
Chippy.
This is a party pack, obviously. This is I don't recommend one person eating this by themselves because it has a lot of sodium. Are you guys ready for some salt?
My tummy hurts.
My tummy hurts. It says on the back, munch 'em during snack time, munch 'em after the game, munch 'em for parties.
Ooh, it's got a
And
picture of a soccer ball.
They're barbecue corn chips. That's all they are.
Jack and
I was
Jill.
just like,
You can find them in Asian marts everywhere.
I'm hyping them up so much.
Jack
They're
and Jill
they're
is
just barbecue
that's
corn.
the brand seen in the
Yeah,
Asian
it's
market.
Super Filipino,
Oh. Okay, so
Jack and Jill.
there's like a smell coming from this bag that I can't.
No.
It smells like something went wrong in the making of these.
Yikes.
I'm gonna pass these around. Chippies, and these are made in the Philippines, by the way.
Smells like my childhood.
Oh, that smells like your childhood, dude.
Yes.
Oh
Your
my
childhood
God.
was smelly.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Someone saved Kai from his childhood.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, the smell of it is like
Oh my god, dude.
Tastes like
That's
the-
almost as bad as the
it
maggot.
smells
shit.
inedible.
It tastes like stuff that you would find in the Philippines. Like
It smells. It smells. Okay, here's the whole thing. So,
Oh my God.
me with corn chips, right?
smells like dog food.
I have a huge aversion to Fritos and corn chips in general, because when I was a child,
Why am I eating more?
I used to think they looked
took too
like
many.
old men's toenails. And you know what? These smell like old men's toenails.
It's it definitely does smell like that. It smells like mulch, like at the playground, like kind of like that.
like torture, man. And they
It doesn't taste as bad as it
no,
smells.
they don't taste
No.
that bad, but they
It
do
tastes
kind of have a
kinda like
mulchy
a-
smell to it.
It tastes like a cheap Dorito.
Yeah.
Yeah,
flavor
cheap
is-
Frito, cheap
Flavored
Dorito.
barbecue. It's like LaCroix of barbecue.
Something, guys. Jack and Jill, the people that make this Chippy, You got to check your factory. Something's going on when you bag these guys.
It's like
Something's
sour.
happening. Because I don't think it's the chip itself. I think it's like the packaging like makes
No,
it.
I can taste it in the aftertaste.
Maybe it is. Maybe they're using some cheap ingredients. You guys got to check this out, Jack and Jill. Figure this out.
It's like they put vinegar in it.
It's
or
bad.
something.
Filipinos love vinegar.
Other people do too, but not in corn chips.
All right, let's wash our mouths out.
Or palates, if you will.
Let's cleanse our palates with some Dip'ems, Fudge Stripes, s'mores. We're gonna try to share these. Fudge
When I
Stripes
was really
minis.
young, I had a problem with fudge stripes.
Like on your underwear.
I'm just making a joke. Oh, well, maybe when I was really young,
Gross.
like 3,
You had Fudge Stripes on your undies.
fudge stripes, pudding pants.
I'm gonna open these
Pudding pants.
for you guys. All right, let's get that off.
Ooh, what's that?
That's the sauce.
I thought it was supposed to be like fudge.
Sauce.
What kind of sauce is that? You gotta show them the sauce.
I'm about to get it on me.
Go get the sauce on you.
It's a marshmallow fluff. Okay.
Oh.
It got on my chair. It got on my chair. I'm gonna have to
Sauce.
clean that up later. Okay. So these are tiny. They're tiny little guys. Look at that. I think this is a
It looks
winner.
like they put like Cookie Crisp in there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small little cookie
I
crisp.
think this is a winner. I'm just gonna take one.
All right.
Let's hear it for Cookie Crisp.
Put it. Crunch it. Okay.
The cookie's soft, like a fudge stripe would be.
It's like that chocolate on the back.
It's not made by the Keebler elves, is it?
It is.
It's a Keebler product.
This is a Keebler product.
It's reputable.
It's reputable.
not.
They make it in a tree.
Some very strange factory.
If this was Jack and Jill's, I'd be very concerned.
Yeah. I don't think Keebler has passed like a inspection in a very long time because they make all their cookies in a tree.
I say these are okay.
I think they're good. I like it. I like marshmallow stuff. I think the marshmallow sauce is a little off. It tastes a little more like, I don't know, like a
Cotton
glaze.
candy.
No, like it tastes like a vanilla glaze almost.
Yeah, it's more of a
Yeah, I don't
glaze.
see
It doesn't. It's
Yeah.
not giving me the full. If they just put marshmallow fluff in it and
Like
didn't
real marshmallow
add
fluff.
stuff to it, I think it would be a huge
It
success.
just tastes like gelatinous sugar sauce. Like,
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat one more.
it's just very sweet.
Yeah, really sweet.
I'm
Really,
sure
really
little
sweet.
kids love that though.
They do.
I like sweet stuff too, guys. Okay. Speaking of that, everything we have after that is sweet. So I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
we've got Airhead
Gummies.
gummies, and there's a white mystery one.
Original
like the
fruit.
real thing.
What could the white one be?
That's
Is
the
it-
mysterious white.
Is
one.
it the same white in all packages, or is every white one a different flavor?
It's
What-
the same.
The white one
Because
is,
that's how it was for Airheads. Like you
Yep.
get the white ones, and it had a flavor to it. It was just kind of generic sugar flavor.
Right.
To me.
All of-
It was like a
it's-
fruity.
apparently the
I don't know.
rumor is that it's all the excess shavings that they just throw into a bucket and then they
Yeah, to me
throw
it always tasted good, but it always just tasted like white lightning or something. I don't know.
White,
White
lightning.
I can taste colors.
I
now.
never was an Airheads guy. Never got into it.
Gotta open this sucker.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, we got to bring out the knife.
We gotta get Kai's knives.
I
Kai's
can't advertise
knives.
this, but I left it at home.
Oh,
What's that? Oh,
well, here,
keys.
Kai's keys.
Kai's keys.
I can't advertise.
Cassie, I
That
don't
should
want to
be
hear it.
for the knives thing. It'd be Kai's knives.
I could do that. I have a lot of knives.
Everybody gets a knife. It's
What is
under
S-
your chair. Kai's knives.
Optimus Prime said Airheads is S tier candy.
S rank, yeah, S tier, like high level.
Oh, is that what that
From
means?
Yeah,
Naruto.
yeah,
No, I
yeah.
do
The
not know
tiers.
that.
I know what you're
You
talking
do.
about.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, thanks for transcribing.
God
that.
tier.
Yep,
All right,
tier.
so
Said
We've
orange
got-
is the best flavor.
we've got these flavors: blue raspberry, cherry, watermelon, orange, white mystery, and strawberry.
White lightning.
Ooh,
White
mystery.
lightning. And here's I already pulled a white mystery, and he's got a little bow tie.
That's not really white. It's kind of
It's
like
clear, but-
translucent.
Gelatinous.
All right, come on, man. Oh, there's little mustaches
Ooh.
or something.
Yummy.
Wacky, zany fun.
Yummy hair. No, just kidding. Not. Okay, so yeah, some of them are like little mustaches. Here, I'm gonna pass it. Or, they're not mustaches. They're bow ties. Sorry.
Let's see.
I don't know why I kept saying that. Wait, I think actually one of them is a mustache.
You
Yeah.
said it's a bow tie.
Okay, that is a mustache.
It's a mustache. Yeah.
But this is a bow tie.
That is a bow tie.
Okay, I'm getting better with my shapes, I think.
Shapes and colors and.
All right, just
All
went
right.
for the blue raspberry.
I'm gonna go for the white lightning.
Oh, there I got a white lightning.
The flavor is on.
That's good. I like it.
They pack a lot of flavor into a little bow tie.
There we go. All right.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, guys?
I like it. It's a good. I like the
Oh
texture
yeah.
too,
No, I like it. Kind of reminds me of the Welch's fruit snacks.
which is why I like them.
Welch's fruit snacks. We got a little bow tie.
I can become obsessed.
We
with
got a
their
little
flavors.
balloon. We put them together.
There
It's
you
a
go.
balloon with a bow tie.
Are you mixing flavors?
That was too white.
So white lightning. We're gonna talk about what it tastes like, right?
To me, again, it just tastes like fruity sugar. Like it could be like any grape or any kind of like, I don't know, like a white grape, but not white grape.
Could
but
be
kinda
white
like
grape, but you know when you're in a clothing store, I don't know if you still have the taste in your nose, but they always have like that smell in the
taste in my
clothing
nose?
store. No, it's like you try on some clothes like in the fitting room, and it has that smell. It's kind of what it smells like. Maybe that's what white.
I don't
maybe
mind that.
spray white grapes.
So the candy blue flavor itself, because it's always like blue raspberries,
Right.
which doesn't exist. Like, where did they derive that from? I want to know. Like, where did that come
Why don't they
from?
just always call
Berries.
it blueberry?
Or blue? Is it?
Well,
is it
and blueberries aren't blue.
I know they're kind of like a dark purple.
So there's a lot of inconsistencies in this.
Like, what exists that's that blue? That's not fruit, though?
But yeah, so I
It's
don't know.
raspberry.
I definitely think this is a high end gummy. Like it, I like how it has less chew than like a Haribo bear, like the gummy bears. Like some of those can be a little too hard to chew,
Yeah.
but have a good flavor. But these are easy to chew and have a good flavor.
Yeah, they're
So.
they're very very good.
We're gonna rank these or rate them kind of at the end.
Yeah, I really like it. The green ones are my favorite.
I like the orange ones actually.
Those are mine too.
I did not have an orange one.
Oh, you didn't? Let's give him. Give the man an orange one. Is that orange?
I think it's red.
Give the man an orange one.
I'm learning about tier maker lists. So,
Yeah, I've seen that too, but I'm not totally
Optimus
familiar
Prime.
with what the tiers are. Sorry.
he's teaching us. Optimus Prime actually has his own Twitch stream. That's how I got to know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweet.
Well, thank you for tuning into our Twitch stream. What is it? Oximus?
Optimus Prime,
Oximus.
like Optimus Prime,
Yeah.
but Optimus Prime.
I like it. Oximus Prime.
Oh, he's gonna direct message us some tier makers.
Nice.
nice.
We're gonna
So
have
we
to
can do that
make
for
some
sure.
tiers of what we
Cannot
try.
find an orange one.
Maybe I ate all the orange ones because they were so good. I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they're
I'll
also
just keep
kind of
taking
hard
stuff.
to.
I'm sorry. Okay.
All right.
So we have one more, and then we might do another snack later. We'll see.
Wait, can I ask? I'm gonna ask one
Yeah.
question. Oximus, I just want to ask you just one question because I knew you did this today, and I thought it was a very, very fun and cool idea. You did like a scratch off giveaway thing, so he would scratch I think it was 420 today. Did you do that today? It was like you do the scratcher, and if you won something, people get prizes.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
that's cool.
So yeah, maybe we'll do
Let us
that
know
one day.
about that.
We'll have to get Virginia's consent. You know?
He did asthma scratch off tickets.
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR.
Oh.
But yeah, okay. So wait,
like that.
what does that mean? Is he like real quiet?
Real
Like,
quiet.
Yeah, you just hear it.
like, hey guys, I'm gonna just touch
You
your
said it was a
belly
hoot.
button really quick, and we're gonna get this going.
Scratching.
Scratch off. This scratch off. Scratch on. Scratch off.
What is our next snack? Nate was getting way too into it.
I actually kind of like. Maybe I should start my own ASMR channel. I don't think so. Okay. Hot cocoa marshmallow, boom chicka pop,
Yeah.
kettle corn. Flavored drizzled kettle corn. Simply, deliciously, boom. That doesn't make sense grammatically, Angie, but this is by Angie. Angie's boom chicka pop. Very chocolatey smell just from opening.
All right.
And watch your fingers because it seems a little melty. Not melted,
It
but
doesn't-
like it melts fast on the fingers.
It doesn't have a Jack and Jill syndrome of smelling weird.
No, this smells good. If you like chocolate.
I do.
Oh, yeah, it does melt very quickly.
I'll just put some over here.
I like that.
I'm not a huge. Okay,
Oh,
taste
yeah.
wise, I like it a lot. I love it. It's decadent.
It is.
Function wise, I don't like it. I don't like chocolate on popcorn that like because you're putting your hand in the bag and like the whole function of popcorn is being easy to eat.
Right.
I think chocolate just throws a whole wrench in the popcorn eating experience, but it tastes amazing. It tastes amazing.
It is very, very tasty. I agree, though. It gets
Messy.
you a little messy, a little dirty.
I like the sweet and salty mix. That's really good, and it has the crunch. Cassie, if you're watching, I know you like that drizzled popcorn. This is basically like the bag version of that, whereas she would typically just make it.
She does that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's really good.
I respect you doing that at home, but having it out of the bag just seems a little excessive, you know.
In a bowl, it's way
I like
more.
it.
I like the taste of that though. That's really
Yeah.
There's a white drizzle too, which is the marshmallow.
Okay.
So that's what gives it that like combo of flavors.
Right.
good. I like it.
I can't stop eating it.
Yeah,
Here.
I was about to ask for them back.
I'm gonna give you guys a little more. We're gonna rate our snacks.
All right.
You ready to rate?
Yep.
Let's go ahead and do it.
So first we had the Chippies corn chips.
Who's gonna rate first?
Where's the bag?
Right here.
Right there. Gotta show it.
You want to show it? Kai's gonna show the Chippies.
Chippies barbecue corn chips,
My
Jack and
childhood.
Jill brand.
They're bad.
Yeah.
They were I mean, I'm sorry. They were a 1.1. Like, they were so bad. I just...
I'll take one more.
Guy just keeps eating.
Kai's eating them. Now,
You're
okay,
playing with my
1.2, okay? No. I just think the smell, like, if you open a bag and it smells that bad, automatic one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll take it down to a 0.5.
Oh man,
Just for the
that's
fact
the lowest thing you've ever scored.
it is.
That's lower than the
Just-
maggot chip.
It is. Just for the
Oh,
simple fact
man.
that is it had a weird smell in the bag. I'll give you that. That makes it a 1. Then another minus 0.5 because they kind of broke up in this weird, like, almost like Triscuit type way at the end when you're chewing them. They
Yeah.
kind of fall into these fibers. And it's,
They taste like they were made with, like, ashes
yeah.
of remnants of ancestors.
They were just compressed.
That's right.
I'll give it an initial 1, and then for nostalgia, I will give it a 0.5 on top of that. Bing, so
Oh.
1.5.
I was expecting
That's
you-
generous. I mean, I can see the nostalgia. You know, it's like you grew up with a chip. And
Doesn't mean
Well,
it's good.
wait. Is this a 1 through 5 or a 1 through 10?
it's 10.
Oh.
Yeah, still.
It's
I'll
10.
Even with nostalgia, you only give it a 1.5.
give it a 1.
Guys, we were rating through 10. That got a 1 from
Yeah.
everybody. It got less than 1 from EJ. So,
It's nasty.
Chippies,
I didn't like it.
do not buy. Sorry, Jack and Jill. There's other good stuff by Jack and Jill, by the way. I'm not hating on the company. Just, if you're going to call it Chippies and be all cute, make it good.
The reason I like the maggot chips better was just for the fact that they were like freaky.
Well, that's what I said when we did the show. I rated the maggot chips higher than I would on a taste,
Right.
just based on the fact that they were so funky.
yeah.
I liked that. You know, we're being thoughtful here,
And we
guys.
know about the maggot chips, but they're made by illegal chips.
Yeah.
If you want to look it up, it's maggot cheese chips.
And I believe our review of it is up there.
Casu
Yeah,
Marzu.
you can watch it
is
on
the
YouTube.
name. All right, so back to our rating. We had the Airhead gummies. What are we gonna give those guys? I'll go first.
Yeah.
Man, you know, it's hard, but I would say that it is an 8.5.
Okay.
That's right around where I was thinking.
I'm in the
Also
eights. Like I
8.
almost want to give it a 9 because it's just
Yeah.
I could grab this off the shelf and be happy with it anytime. But I think I'm just not totally wowed by it. Like it's so simple and it's like it's just not an insane thing. So it's like 8.5 for me.
I'd give it an 8 solid, just because some of the flavors in there are kind of super artificial tasting. I guess that's just what happens when you eat gummies. But I
Yeah.
like the Welch's, which don't taste as artificial.
Right, they taste a little bit more. I was gonna say like they taste like they have some real juice in it.
Yeah.
But I think Airhead's going for like blow your mouth out with the flavor they're saying it is. You know, they're like, we don't care how much apple we put in this. We said apple. You know,
Right.
it's gonna taste like fucking green apple.
Right,
like,
right.
You're gonna shit green apples later.
Oximus is wondering if are they a limited item?
I don't think those
They're
are.
not limited. They're in any 7-Eleven.
Oh,
They're
don't tell me that. I'm still eating them.
Airhead's got them out there, so just go check that out. They have a good actual array of snacks. They have like the filled ropes. They
Those are
have
my favorite. Those are so
the rainbow belts. Those are really good. A lot of the Airhead gummies and snacks are good actually. All right. Last thing we have the Boom Chicka Pop hot cocoa marshmallow. You know, again, I gotta throw it all in there. The flavor is amazing. The functionality of the snack is devastating. Like I don't want to have chocolate all over my fingers when I eat popcorn. That's an event, you know. So I'm gonna have to give it a 7.1.
Kai doesn't care about getting on his hands. He's just chowing down.
I'm giving it a straight 8.
But I would give it more than that. I'm just being reasonable. Like just telling you guys what I like. And if you're buying me popcorn in the future, wink wink, drizzled is not faux shizzle.
Right.
I would give it higher than an 8 if I was more into sweet popcorn. I do like kettle corn, but kettle corn doesn't have stuff all over it. You know, it's just like kind of normal popcorn. But the flavor of that is really good. I just don't know how much of it you can eat because it gets strong.
Oh, it's
I can
definitely.
eat the whole bag.
You would, yeah. I mean, you could definitely
It
eat
just
the whole bag.
disappears. You put it in your mouth and just melts.
I almost want to eat it with a spoon, though.
With
so
some
you
milk.
don't touch it.
Yeah.
You've been threatening to do that, Nate.
Yeah, well,
I didn't give my 8.5. Okay, there you go. You've been threatening to eat snacks as cereal.
we might have to do that on a video one day and have some that definitely deserve it and some that definitely don't. You know, that'd be really good.
Who knew the kid? And it could have been y'all. I didn't do this, but I knew this guy named Brad Anderson.
Oh shoot, fudge stripes! I forgot the fudge stripes.
Oh yeah. And well, anyway, I'll tell this real quick.
Sorry,
Who
go
used
ahead.
to eat the most giant bowls of cereal I've ever seen in my life. I would go home like after school. We go to his house, and he's like, "Oh, hey man, you want some cereal?" I was like, "No, I'm cool." And he pours like half a box, if not almost a whole box, into a giant casserole bowl, and fills it with milk, and just sat there and ate it.
You see the movie Friday where he was pouring that giant bowl and his dad was just like, "What are you doing with that shit?"
Right.
It's so funny.
I think there's an audio for like reels now that people are doing with that voice.
Right. Like, he's like,
I always see you in the kitchen.
No milk.
Yeah, he goes,
There's
"There's no
no
milk."
milk.
He goes,
You
"Put
better
some
put some water
damn
on that shit."
Oh yeah. I had they have Sour Patch cereal, and
Interesting.
I actually didn't mind it. It was just it was okay. But then they had Sour Patch Bits or Bites, remember? And we tried that on the first show, and I said I'd eat them like cereal and milk, and they're like Sour Patch. So that's how far I'd go for Sour Patch and for this show.
For you guys.
For you, for everybody. It's all
for you.
And okay, we did skip the fudge stripes.
We did.
I
There was
think-
a reason.
Yeah, they weren't memorable. I forgot that I ate them, and I just had one, and then I forgot like just after that too. Like I just had one 2 seconds ago, and I mean maybe it's the pot, maybe it's you know other things, other substances, but I think it was just because they sucked.
Yeah, it was like a 2 or 3.
I'd give it a 2 at most.
I'd give it the 2.2, and that's being generous. It didn't taste bad. I think it would be good for kids. I think you could get it for your kids. They'd be happy with it. Not for us. And the dip looked kind of gruesome. It was like a mixture between semen and cock.
And sugar.
Oh yeah.
See, those two words go together actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Could be
I
a
mean,
name of a band.
like caulking a bathtub. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't make up for the fact that you said the explanation.
Oh,
Wow.
and I think that like just my imagination running wild. Like it's probably really organic, you know, wink wink. Like the keyboard elves are just full of this stuff. That's what I think. And you just want to watch out for companies like that. Don't let companies like Keyboard make decisions for you guys.
I guess we just found our little snippet for the beginning of that one.
Maybe should I say it again actually just to get it really good?
Go for it.
Keyboard elves are using their semen to make cookies for you to dip in. And you need to buy these right now and fulfill the circle of life.
And they're called fudge stripes.
They've got fudge stripe dip'ems.
Stop.
with like 7 M's. That's a lot of mms.
So that wraps up our snack attack for this edition. Again, if you were tuning in to see Galaxy Jams play improv music, well, our poor Mikey isn't feeling too well. His tum-tum was hurting. Oh.
What was that? What did that person just say? What was that?
Was that elf drippings?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, when your mom is busting out the elf drippings, you know it's a good Christmas.
But we're doing some Galaxy Jams reacts. We just had our snack attack time, and now we're going to react some more music.
This is still on my picks, right? So we're getting back to Nate's picks.
I would have tried to announce it, but I don't know how to pronounce that.
Oh, I'll tell you so you can announce it. So the next band is called Khruangbin.
Khruangbin.
And it's Khruangbin and Leon Bridges, and the song is called B-Sides, which is from their new EP, Texas Moon. And they've been collabing. They had a song called Texas Sun, actually. I think it was a single. And they've been doing songs together, Khruangbin and Leon Bridges.
All right. Cool. You're watching Galaxy Jams Reacts. Now we're going to check out Khruangbin and Leon Bridges. And this is called B-Side.
So low when I'm far away in another place, holding out to more, just as your pillow, waiting for your love. You in all the ways, in another place. All I'm thinking of, just can't get enough. You, and I be everywhere I go.
Pause it right here.
Yeah, that's great.
Just want to explain who the people are in the video while they're on screen.
All right.
That's the band Khruangbin. Yeah, we've got the guitar player on the left, the drummer in the middle, and the bassist is on the right. And the guitar player and the bassist are known for wearing these wigs.
Right.
So that's like a big thing with them. That's like their aesthetic. And they're kind of like a hip hop, or I mean it's Thai pop or Thai. No, I'm saying it wrong. It's Thai hip hop music, which is what they have derived their sound from.
It's
like
awesome.
These funky bass lines and this very thick, simple rhythm with the drums being super tight. So anyways, and Leon Bridges, an awesome soul singer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
It's
digging that.
perfect recipe.
What's his name? On my mind, wherever I go.
It's like they're having a showdown.
Nice.
When I found love, reach for into days. Though I'm far away, your fantasy I love, just can't get enough. You, may not be
love that sparkly bass.
A doubled up airy falsetto. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the low note comes in.
I absolutely love this.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I am
So good.
100% going to be listening to this.
I'm
over and
surprised
over
you
again.
haven't heard of Khruangbin.
I have not.
gonna
They've,
be adding
they've
that
been
one.
so.
That's why I like the show.
This is why we do this, man.
So cool.
I had not heard this song. That's why I picked it. But I've been listening to Khruangbin for a couple years now, and
Right.
they have a very famous Tiny Desk concert, which is I think where I found them. And anyways, it's Laura Lee on the bass, who's gorgeous.
great.
And she's great. And apparently she learned bass like when they were just starting this. Like they had met for lunch or something for a long time, and suddenly just decided to become a band. And he taught her bass. I don't know if that's the exact story, but she's insane on the bass for how long she's been playing it. So
Very good.
and then Mark Spear on the guitar, who has a very unique style, is very Eastern influenced, but with this like clean strat.
funky.
He uses a lot of funky
Yeah.
tones.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
one of my favorite accents, and that was that funky guitar
And
part.
and the drums are Donald Ray, DJ Johnson Jr. And he is like, there's a funny little inside joke that people say he never like smiles, or he's just so serious about the drums, because when he's playing, he's just in the pocket the whole time, and it makes the band sound so tight.
Yeah. Such a great sound they have.
Nice percussion in there too.
Do you miss your love when I'm far away in another place? Hard it out to move, but just as your pillow, waiting for your love. You in all the ways, in another place. All I'm thinking of, just can't get enough.
I like the visuals here too.
I've noticed they started doing this with a lot of these videos lately, where they kind of give it like a movie title at the beginning and kind of make it look like a movie at the end.
I like it a lot.
It had a high quality production on the music video.
That was great, man. I really
Um,
like that.
I think the nice part about that song is it's very listenable, like and sort of repeats itself, but it's so smooth. So it's like one of those songs that almost just becomes a vibe.
Right.
Like you're not listening to like the parts of the song and where it's gonna go. It's just the sound of his voice and their funky groove is enough.
Yeah, it's a nice simple recipe. I mean, basically it's 3 instruments and a great voice.
Yeah, and I think the song has 2 chords in it.
Yeah,
Something
just
like
So
that.
crazy.
Great.
I swear there's like 2 chords in the whole
They
song.
thought
Well,
that thing out
It's
great.
just like we'll get into vibes too. Like whenever we're playing our stuff, and when we really lock into those vibes and kind of just keep on it for a while,
And you know what?
just that magic kind of stuff can happen to that.
You know what? Listening to that is teaching me too. Like whenever I think of lyrics, because I want to do more lyrical stuff with me and Nate and you and this, It was a simple structure, and he
Yeah.
was just holding it out.
And repetitive.
And it
and-
sounded
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you
sounds so
you don't really get a lot of the lyrics
Well, I
off
think
the
it's-
first listen either,
Right.
which is because the vocal is just so infectious no matter what.
I think it's kind of looking at the vocals as not necessarily a standout thing that's put out front. It's just another instrument.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh,
You're almost just singing. It's like a horn line. You're kind of just singing.
I think that's why this
Sounds-
collaboration works really well because they're already an established band. They have their sound. He has a great, recognizable voice, and man, I hope they keep making music like this. It's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Good thing. You got another one, man.
I'm gonna go off the rails a little bit here, guys.
You thought some of the other ones were off the rails. I just saw the beginning of this like for 2 seconds, and it's gonna be interesting.
So just to preface this, Oliver Tree is a big personality in the music industry right now. He's kind of part comedian, part actor, part singer and writer, but a lot of what he does is interpreted into his music videos very strangely. So he's made a big name for himself with this just crazy style that he's created. He used to have a bowl cut. I should have probably given you some pictures of him before because there's been a transformation from his earlier personality and character that he kind of has. Let's look him up just so you guys can see. Oliver Tree, yeah. So he looked like a kid that has been skateboarding since. I mean, not skateboarding, scootering, like razor scooters. He actually professes to be a professional razor scooterist. I don't know, scooter boy. He's a scooter boy. But either way, he created this persona out of his, and then to put with his music. The persona is Oliver Tree. His name is Oliver Tree Nickel, and he was born in Santa Cruz, California. I'm just going to read this. He signed to Atlantic Records in 2017 after his song When I'm Down went viral, and released his debut studio album Ugly is Beautiful in 2020. So then he had a super viral hit called Life Goes On, which is on tons of TikToks and Reels. Life goes on and on and on and on. That's on. That was a terrible version of it, and we should cover that at some point. But no, this album he went for a different style, and he got rid of the bowl cut and adorned a bowl cut fronted mullet, and this is called Cowboys Don't Cry.
You're watching Galaxy Jams Reacts. This is Oliver Tree, Cowboys Don't Cry. Let's get in this.
I'm not good at goodbyes. I miss the sunshine in your eyes.
And he is definitely not that ripped.
Who said cowboys don't cry? Come on, baby, let's take one last ride.
Oh my God, it's good.
We're riding around this carousel, if you catch my drift. We're riding around this wagon wheel, she took me for a spin. We're riding around this carousel, getting dizzy till we're sick. Love is like a circle, there's no easy way to end. It's too much, I can't take anymore. Stuck feeling like we've been.
I'll say for a joke song, it's actually pretty good.
Good song.
Well, actually, so here's the thing about him. The songs aren't really a joke. It's everything else. But the songs kind of play into, I guess, what he thinks is like his interpretation of popular music.
Right.
But it's not like Weird Al, where it's like
No,
it says
no.
a bunch of weird, stupid stuff. Or,
Right.
I mean, Weird Al's amazing, but, it's not like he's doing a parody so much
Right.
with the music as he's doing it with everything else.
Visuals, yeah.
Been here before, but now the sun stopped shining here in the Wild West. My heart stopped beating and it sunk into my chest. We're riding around this carousel, if you catch my drift. We're riding around this wagon wheel, she took me for a spin. once again. Dark clouds hanging over, they follow where I've been. My cowboy tears are still blowing in the wind. Riding around this carousel, if you catch my drift.
The say anything moment.
Riding around this wagon wheel,
Right.
she took me for a spin. We're riding around this carousel, getting dizzy till we're sick. Love is like a circle, there's no easy way to end. I'm not good at goodbyes.
That
I
guitar.
miss the sunshine in your eyes. Who said cowboys don't cry?
Nice.
Come on, baby, let's take one last ride. We're riding around this carousel, if you catch my drift. We're riding around this wagon wheel, she took me for a spin. We're riding around this carousel.
I like the production quality on it's actually pretty good.
All of his
Like,
videos have good production quality.
They
actually,
he
yeah.
must have spent some money on this.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, he signed. I mean, there was one video he did that apparently had $1 million budget.
Yeah, I can see it.
So I think most of his videos are somewhere around there for the videos.
Carousel, getting dizzy till we're sick. Love is like a circle, there's no easy way to end.
What's he got coming out of his face?
Blue
there? It's like
tears.
blue tears, yeah.
So weird.
He is weird.
He's a weird guy.
For those who appreciate
Sorry about that.
For those who appreciate vehicles, we
I
have
don't
an
appreciate
Oliver Treacles. No, I so his music actually I think has some really good qualities to it. It's like he's a very poppy writer, and it's kind of silly, and his persona makes it even more silly. But I think there's some merit to his songwriting and his production. I just think it's hilarious. And in this song, it's like riding around this carousel, if you catch my drift. Riding around this wagon wheel, she took me for a spin. So he's kind of just like laying in those pandering like country pop things.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And he made his own song out of it. So in that aspect, he's kind of doing a parody. But to me, it just sounds like a well-made song and video.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about it? I want to hear what y'all think about it.
I really liked it. I thought, I mean, as far as the music, it's like it's just really well written, fun pop song, and it has kind of I was trying to place it like almost like a Marcy Playground play to it, like
Yeah.
back in some of their albums, not the Sex and Candy
Like
song,
the
but
90s or 2000s, I
Yeah,
feel like he's trying to
2000s.
harken back to something nostalgic there.
but I really liked the whole just the video was a lot of fun to watch, and I think he's pretty cool. I have never heard of him.
The strangeness of that video kept my attention. I was
Yeah.
like, man, what is going on?
Yeah. But what about the song, Kai? Like, what do you think about the music? Or was it, did it stand up to the video? Did it compliment the video?
No, it 100% did. It was good. I'm always a sucker for even the subtlest of harmonies and like warm harmonies.
Yeah.
So he started with that, and I was immediately like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this. This is good.
Had a nice punchy like low end sound as well.
I think his voice is pretty charismatic too. Like even when he's not trying to be.
His voice does sound like the 2000s era. Like I don't know if you would call it pop punk or pop rock, but he has like that now, and I don't know if he always sings like that, but it was brought me back.
Yeah, I definitely like it.
Mike said, Kai, talk closer to the microphone.
Oh, my bad.
And there you go. Ooh,
We're still working on our.
the sweet sounds.
I'm always
Kai's
afraid of
deep
popping
voice.
the mic by being too close.
We're
No, you
we're
just
still
gotta talk
working on our
quietly.
sound. We're
Sorry.
new streamers. But yeah, that was pretty fun or funny and fun to kind of listen to. So
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So this one actually, Mike told me he wanted us to do. Our
Okay.
poor Mikey, who's sick today.
we listened to Goose,
Yeah.
their new single "Born"
Now
last time.
And this is a newer single. It just came out today.
Right, so they're on a single tear
Yeah,
right now.
they're,
So and it has a music video too.
Yeah, and they're on tour. They're going to be playing May 27th at the start of their tour in New Haven, Connecticut. So we got to wait till May, but They are producing the music now. You're watching Galaxy Jams Reacts. We're going to check out Goose's new song called Drip Field. It's a brand new single. Just came out today. Let's check it out.
Very Beatles-esque.
The backward tape looping.
How did he let down? How did he get down in it? How did he show them? How did he hold them in it? How did he come to? How did he run through it? How was it in for? Violence and simple love. Only wrong, unrated soul. All the rain and cold howling season come. All the reeds you burn.
I really like the vocals in this. They're sweet.
Yeah.
Nice and just very, very airy.
The last music video had a very similar style too. I
Yeah.
wanted to say I think they're trying to do something obviously where it's cohesive and basically it looks like a similar music video, but the song is way different than the last one.
Yeah.
This one to me sounds a little bit like Mute Math and
Yep.
Peter Gabriel.
Peter
And
Gabriel.
I'm hearing some of that. Mute
reminds me-
Math for sure. You know, you've ever heard of
Yeah,
them?
yeah, I like
yeah.
them. Mhm.
What
We're
do you
going to
think?
harken it back even earlier. I think they have a little Thompson twin sound to them as well in the vocals.
I don't know who that
And the
is.
vocals sound.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
I'm gonna
maybe you have to show me some of
I
that.
have to play some of that then.
I really like how they have a lot of the kinetic stuff, like not even just the drums, but other things that are kind of following the drums that fill the space.
Yeah.
So I'm like kind of waiting for there to be space, and then I hear like something rhythmic kind of hitting with the drums.
Yeah, I definitely vibe with that. Like you feel like they're gonna take away from the, and then they add one more thing. They
Yeah.
keep adding one more thing, but and the vocal is kind of soaring over this repetitive thing. So let's hear how else it goes.
Such a heedless one. I'm in love.
Ooh, I like the guitar coming.
Yeah, that reverse delay guitar, reverse guitar. That's in Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree, you say?
Out in the desert.
There I hear him stepping overhead in heaven. Ocean still I'm treading. Turned out to the redden. Caught under the pressing. Undertow I fell in. Water I keep pressing. Water I keep pressing down. Only one isolated song, separated from all above.
I love that vocal line.
Yeah.
Was to naked you, if I were chasing you
Yeah, this. Pause it for a second. This whole like world music feel like, and then it's got the electronic, the synth that's doing the
Or
little,
like arpeggiator.
the arpeggiating
Yeah.
kind of bubbles. That's not a bad vibe at all.
I like it.
I mean, it's got kind of a trippy aspect to it, but I can see it being on radio. Like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but last time we listened to him, I thought this too. I even hear some things that I feel like Imagine Dragons employs on the radio, where it's like this relentless drumming and then the very melodic voice that kind of creates this this big anthemic kind of sound.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
for sure.
But they're going with a more of a deserty influence. So lots of great vocal layers in there.
Oh, yeah. The way the drums and bass are playing are definitely the Peter Gabriel you're talking about. It's really cool.
I like those car shots. It's cool.
Only one consolated song, separated from all above. All undone, saturated tongue, all the rain it comes out and out. What's the naked
Karate Kid over here.
What a full sound.
I was thinking Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I can see that.
Like how big it is right here. That's sweet.
So many layers. It's so cool.
I bet this doesn't end. It goes into the next,
Oh, it's kind of ending too, yeah.
or maybe not, because the last video it like didn't end. Remember?
Yeah, I wanted to.
What
That,
an
that one
amazing
kind of
song.
didn't either.
You like that? And I'd
So
like,
many layers.
I was
and
asking
so
how you
full.
thought it.
It's good.
Now I want to say that Goose is by definition a jam band.
They are.
And-
If you ever get to watch them, they jam a lot, and they jam some fierce stuff. Too.
Yeah, and then that's what makes them so good to see live. But in the last release that they did, I think they were leaning more into that sound where it was more jam bandy. And now I think they're really like pushing out these awesome songs that are like, I don't know, otherworldly and have pop radio value and
Yeah.
just have a very good production to them. So it's really cool to see a band that can change their sound so much, but be really like, prolific.
I would like to see what they do with the song playing it live, and if they're going to take it and like jam out the middle of it and go
Oh, they
somewhere
will.
with it.
Oh, they
I
will.
think that added to it is just icing on the cake.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned.
honestly, they're one of my favorite jam bands on the scene right now because they just really bring the energy and they have peaks on peaks on peaks.
I've never heard them like before meeting you guys, so I really want to hear them live.
Yeah, it's and the hard part about seeing them live is they're getting bigger and bigger, so it's harder to get tickets and they're playing bigger and bigger venues. But we'll get a chance. And man, I really like that song. I like that one almost better than the other single. And I like
Yeah.
both of them, but I like that one.
I do like it better than the one we did, but I still like the other one.
Yeah.
It's close. They're very close to each other. How much I like them, but
I feel like this one, it's like something I could put on in a lot of different moods. Like it uplifts you, but if you're also in like maybe a thoughtful kind of like introverted mood, maybe it will get you in a better space or I don't know. It just seems like a versatile song. Exactly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to Galaxy Jams Reacts. Usually we do Galaxy Jams tonight. Our drummer is a little bit under the weather, so we are going to do our Reacts channel thing tonight. That's what we're doing. But do catch us. We're usually every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for improv jam, music, snacks, and some fun discourse. Say that. We got one more thing. We got one more song only. I could probably pull up some more if I really wanted to go, but we're going to go ahead and do this one. This is a cool band that I found that I really, 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 really like. I used to listen to this, well, I still listen to them, but this band called The Bad Plus, which is kind of the same setup. It's piano, upright bass, and drummer, but prolific.
Really?
They do so much with just 3 instruments. And these guys are called GoGo Penguin, which I introduced Bad Plus to Mike, our drummer, and he was like, "Oh, if you like them, you'll like GoGo Penguin." And they kind of sound, they have similar theory to how they sound. But this is going to be a live thing. That's called Live at 4 Studio, and so we're going to check it out now. They do a lot with just 3 things. I think you're going to like it. Galaxy Jams Reacts. We're going to check out GoGo Penguin Raven. Let's get into it.
That upright bass is just hidden.
I'm taking that dissonance already.
Pause it for a second. I like how every person is like, it's almost like they're not playing their instrument.
Right.
Like they're so good at their instrument that they're just like they're just.
It's like watching them walk down the street.
Right.
Yeah.
It's as easy.
So
It seems
good.
like it's as easy.
I
as
love that. It's like it's just smooth as butter, and the drummer is doing all these fills, and it looks like he's just waving his hands.
Yeah.
He's doing magic.
He just it's lots of stick movement.
Dude, this is,
Um,
I really like this so far.
And then
Yeah.
I think you've showed me this before, like when we first started hanging out and being in a band together. You showed me this, and I was really impressed. But I haven't seen it in a long time. And then what I'm noticing too is like the piano. It's an acoustic piano, but it's got other effects.
It's got delay.
It's got delay. I mean, it's filling out so much sound, and it's already a freaking piano.
Right.
You know, it's already a grand piano. So if you can make the grand piano more grand, then you're gonna have a fat sounding trio around it. It's crazy.
Again, just 3 instruments, a little bit of effects, and that's what
yeah,
they're
and
about.
even
Filling the whole
the upright
space.
bass has the right amount of tone and everything. Whatever he's going through too is like perfect. So
Yeah, sick
let's keep
stuff.
watching it. It's like an alternative snare that he's hitting.
I love that effect on the piano.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what category you put this in. It's almost like new jazz, but I don't even really want to say that.
It's
jazz.
definitely
Futuristic jazz.
it definitely goes in the progressive category too,
Yeah,
where the effects and the techniques
Yeah.
are so elevated that it's taking whatever genres they're using to like the stratosphere.
It's just you got your you got your like acid jazz beats, you got your drum and bass beats, and you got the upright bass sound.
It's whenever I listen to jazz, like I know jazz when I listen to it, it's difficult, like for musicians. But I typically don't get emotionally invested into like the chord progressions, I guess. But this I do. Like I love how it's building.
And I almost want to say it's post something.
Right.
Like, when you see people say like post rock.
Right.
Because it's like got so much appeal to it, but it's instrumental. And they're taking you through this journey of like, it's like a composition, but it doesn't really sound like a composition. It sounds more like they're playing what they're feeling.
Yeah.
And I guess I would call it like post jazz.
Post jazz.
You heard it first.
Here on Galaxy Jams Reacts. I also like how he's just in a t-shirt.
I think that's the bassist doing something. Yeah,
Dude, that's out of this world.
The
That's
tones
so
they're
good.
getting out of their instruments.
Yeah.
I just looked it up just to ease my mind. It's new jazz with an N-U.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Jazz.
new jazz.
Well,
so
I'm gonna look.
I was
more
right
into
then,
that.
like new jazz.
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's different
But
than
with
what I thought it was.
NU, yeah, like new metal, because it's the progressive aspect. I guess that makes it that like modern.
I was gonna ask
thing.
you what qualifies something as what you just said.
I think it's when so post rock is like these bands that take like guitar riffs and stuff that would be with lyrics and with song, and it just becomes more instrumental, and they dive into the melodic nature of like all the instruments without vocals.
And then what would be progressive then? That
And
was
then
the-
progressive is more like adding a lot of different polyrhythmic time signatures and we got to get this ad out of the way. What are you doing over here, EJ?
They're not hearing it nor seeing it. Just keep going.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I can't tell what's going on. You got to warn me. I was in the middle of a sentence. Now I'm
progressive.
Okay, so progressive music to me is when you take technical prowess and things like music theory, like very advanced polyrhythm and composition, and put it to a genre. So like progressive rock, like Rush, they're doing tapping and all these like fast, like fast movements in their music in the middle of like a rock song. So that'd be like prog rock. Like King Crimson was one of the great prog rock bands. And and Rush and Yes. And these are bands that can create a pop or a rock song, but they decide to do so with this like flair of classical technicality that makes it more complex. That's my definition of prog.
Yeah.
And then post, like I said, it's like when you're taking a genre and you kind of maybe take something out of it, like vocals, or like in this case, I said post jazz because I think they're playing like jazz musicians, but they've taken the color that's usually used in jazz, like different intervals and stuff, and they've made it more angular, or they've taken certain things out of it that would have been, if they had left it in, would have been jazz.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be post for me, but also new with the NU kind of falls into that category. Like new metal was like Korn and Primus and these bands that were taking metal music and kind of turning it on its head. So, anyways, long explanation, but GoGo Penguin is new jazz.
And they're really good.
Yeah, very good. So I just thought about this since why I brought it up. Sorry to freak you out. But I was just like, oh, I remember this song, and it's just a lot of fun, and I thought it would be a cool, kind of more upbeat one. I mean, even though the other one was upbeat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you ever heard Sibumato?
I heard it from you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have played
You
it
showed
before.
me their stuff a while back.
John Lennon's son, Sean Lennon, is in this. It's like one of his projects when he was first getting
But
into
it was
music.
like two girls that were like...
Yeah, it was two girls. I think they're from Japan. I can't remember. He
Yeah.
hooked up with them, and I guess they were a singing group and kind of formed this. And it's just a fun song. We'll send it on this. Sibumato Spoon.
I already love it.
Like when they have the same kind of bass line going over and over again, but the chords in the background are dropping.
And also the vocal harmony was dropping like chromatically.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So it like was all adding to the kind of tilted.
That
thing.
bass line was really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's Sean Lennon. He played
yeah,
bass on this.
I really like this. It has that 90s thing. Like there's a lot of this music coming out of the 90s where it was like a cross between acid jazz and like pop forward hits. That's kind of what I think.
Kind of trip hop.
Yeah, but I mean, even like Fiona Apple and like a lot of these artists back then were employing like those funky drum beats,
Right.
and it was a cool time for music. So let's keep. It reminds me of like Edie Brickell, like kind of.
Yeah, a little bit like that. A little more electronic than that.
Yeah, but like it was in the same similar time period.
Right.
Yeah. Way more funky though.
Love the half step.
Stop. I need a new beat. Can't find the spoon that we once had. The sugar cubes will melt no more. Let's do together belong. 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 Let's do together belong.
The voices go so well together too. Complement each other.
Wow, what a switch up.
Jazz lounge break. Oh yeah, this stuff is.
An acoustic lead.
Yeah,
Fits
that's a
really
good sounding acoustic solo.
well. Right back into the pre-chorus.
The sugar cubes will melt no more. Let's do
The sugar cube will melt no more.
together belong.
Is there a repeat button?
A repeat.
Yeah, can we go back and listen to that one again?
We'll listen to
just
another
kidding.
one then.
I'm just kidding.
That's really
I
good.
love that song,
So
and
good.
actually, I have a story about that song because I remember you showing it to me. And for those that don't know, Galaxy Jams came from Galaxy Dynamite. We were EJ, Mike, and I were in a band, and Mike's been doing it for a long time. And when EJ and I first started hanging out and playing music together, we would show each other stuff. And I remember we went on this like one little trip to Outer Banks.
Yeah, we played a festival.
We played a festival in Outer Banks, and him and I like were trading on and off, like showing each other music in the car. And that was one of the songs. And I was like sitting there, I was like, damn, there's so much good music out there that I missed.
Oh yeah.
And you just start thinking that, and he thinks that when I show him something, you know, and it's like you just realize how much great stuff is out there that's like buried. Maybe didn't, you know, that song was popular in its time, and EJ, it struck
That song
EJ.
was not popular in its time.
It wasn't?
No,
No,
they,
yeah.
they,
So-
they, people knew who they were. They're kind of like underground. You know, they're popular with their own people, and like music
Right.
critics like them. You know, if the music critics really like you, I'm sorry, you're not gonna make it.
Oh man!
But they got
yeah.
decent, you know, good write-ups and stuff.
No, but
and
you,
they're very good.
you were a radio DJ too, so
Right.
you were kind of, you know, giving people the music that
Yeah.
you wanted to give them at some points. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And you know, it's just like it struck me. I remember on that trip, I'm like, man, my bandmate has really good taste in music, and a lot of the stuff that he listens to, I've never heard. That's like really rare.
I have a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah.
that.
I was gonna say this is kind of what you, Mike, and EJ are doing for me as well, because like as a vocalist, I will listen to very vocally driven things, and so I miss out on a lot of things that are more instrumental or just a good mix of everything. So I don't know, I'm learning a lot.
Get into the groove, baby.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I guess that does it for us tonight.
Yeah. We will usually be streaming on Tuesdays with music, but we did reacts tonight, and we're gonna be rolling those out. So check out our YouTube channel to see all of these reactions. We will cut them up and serve them to you properly. So check them out.
That is right. And also, do not forget to follow us on Twitch. We need to get up to 50 followers to make affiliate. We are, I think, around 36 right now.
Almost
That's
there.
pretty good.
36, 37. We're getting there.
We're
We
getting
just
there.
need some people to help us out.
We can do a lot of stuff once we get affiliated.
Yeah, we can start doing a lot of stuff with that. We're going to be live streaming more and come up with a bunch of a lot of fun stuff. We have a whole bunch of stuff that we've been talking about doing. So I think we're even talking about doing some gear reviews and everything too.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're our gear reviews are going to be kind of interesting because instead of just telling you how this stuff works, we're going to jam it out and you get to see what it sounds like. So that new crazy synthesizer that Nate was talking about last time, we're going to do that one. We're going to do our vocalizers that we have, everything.
Yeah. Why not? We want to share.
So we just like hanging out with you, and we're glad that you guys hung out with us. And we thank you very much for being here, and we will catch you next time. Next time will probably be on Sunday doing this again,
Yes, and
around noon.
these reacts have to be on Twitch. So if you want your jam band itch, go on over to Twitch and follow Galaxy Jams.
And don't forget about our TikTok goals, guys. 1,000 followers, we get to live stream there.